Hello everyone, this is the History Spectrum channel. In this video, we will discuss Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire. There are some surprising stories about him, so please watch to the end. The beginning of the military revolution. The Mongol Empire conquered vast territories using cavalry tactics. Cavalry was very effective on the battlefield because of its high mobility, speed, and assault ability, and its ability to work in difficult terrain. Mongolian cavalry used nomadic wolf tactics, traveling more than 100 kilometers per day to swoop down on the enemy. This innovative cavalry tactic was vital to the rapid expansion of the Mongol Empire, and rewrote the history of warfare. Genghis Khan's emphasis on intelligence, gathering and spy networks ensured his strategic advantage. By knowing in advance the enemy's movements, terrain, and culture, he was able to plan battles easily and respond with astonishing speed. He sent merchants and scouts into enemy territory to understand geography and enemy weaknesses before launching attacks. Genghis Khan's information warfare was central to his strategy of conquest, and contributed greatly to the success of the Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan won many battles through his mastery of psychological warfare. By stirring up the fears of his enemies, he was often more effective than his actual forces, forcing them to surrender. He intentionally caused some of his enemies to flee and spread rumors through fear, thereby demoralizing them in the next battle. This psychological warfare helped the Mongol Empire greatly in expanding its power not only in physical battles, but also by discouraging the will of the enemy. Rule of law. The Code of Yassa was, according to some interpretations, an important tool for maintaining internal order and justice in the Mongol Empire. The code established uniform rules within the vast empire, and, according to some interpretations, created the basis for the coexistence of different peoples and cultures. It is believed that the Yassa provided for severe punishments for theft, murder, and injustice, but this is difficult to confirm, due to the lack of specific historical documents. According to some interpretations, the Code of Yassa was essential to the unity and maintenance of order throughout the empire, and was the foundation for the success of the Mongol Empire. However, due to the paucity of historical documents describing the specifics of the Yassa, there are many theories as to its actual status. Genghis Khan achieved stable rule. By establishing justice and order in the lands he conquered, he placed his own trusted generals and administrators in conquered lands and ruled. According to the Code of Yassa, Mongol administrators were sent to newly conquered cities and regions to strictly enforce imperial law and order, while respecting local culture and customs. The establishment of justice and order formed the basis for the long-term stability and development of the Mongol Empire in the conquered lands. The Code of Yassa, according to some interpretations, was responsible for major cultural and economic transformations within the Mongol Empire. Under a certain legal framework, different peoples and cultures were able to interact, new commercial routes were opened, and cultures were merged. According to some interpretations, for example, it is believed that the safety of the Silk Road allowed trade between East and West to flourish and technology, religion, and art to spread within the empire. But this is difficult to confirm due to the lack of specific historical documents. According to some interpretations, Yassa played an important role in promoting economic development and cultural prosperity within the Mongol Empire, and was an important bridge in the medieval world. However, due to the paucity of historical documents describing the specifics of the Yassa, there are many theories as to its actual status, imperial infrastructure and culture. The Mongol Empire deployed a vast network of roads that dramatically improved transportation and communication within the empire. Good roads were necessary for the rapid movement of troops, merchants, and information, and enhanced the unity and efficiency of the empire. The famous Silk Road also developed as a safe and efficient commercial route under Mongol protection. The development of the road network was a key element behind the economic and military success of the Mongol Empire. The Mongols established an efficient postal system that revolutionized the transmission of information throughout the empire. The rapid exchange of information was essential to managing the vast empire and making quick decisions. Messengers used the postal system to travel long distances and carry important documents and orders in days rather than weeks. This sophisticated communication system greatly increased the efficiency of the Mongol Empire's governance and response time. The Mongol Empire promoted interaction and integration between different cultures, creating a diverse cultural landscape. Peace and stability within the empire and improved transportation created an environment where people and cultures interacted and influenced each other. For example, Chinese science and technology, Persian art, and Islamic medicine were shared within the Mongol Empire. encouraging new cultural developments. This cultural fusion transformed the Mongol Empire into one giant cultural exchange, a legacy that continues to this day. Management of conquered land. The Mongol Empire effectively ruled diverse regions by adopting flexible land governance strategies and policies. By adopting policies that understood and adapted to the characteristics of different regions, the empire was able to maintain stable control over a wide range of territories. In conquered areas, local elites were often incorporated into the political system and ruled through them. This strategy provided the basis for the efficient and long-lasting rule of the Mongol Empire's vast territories. The Mongols created a multicultural empire by integrating the peoples and cultures of the regions they conquered. By respecting different peoples and cultures and guaranteeing certain freedoms, the Mongols suppressed rebellion and increased loyalty. The Mongol Empire recognized freedom of religion and protected the festivals and customs of different cultures. This inclusive approach promoted peace and prosperity within the empire, and created an environment where diverse cultures could coexist. By granting a degree of autonomy to the regions it conquered, the Mongol Empire reduced pressure from the center to govern efficiently. By allowing local governing institutions to remain in place, day-to-day management became easier and less burdensome for the central government. In some areas, local kings and chiefs remained in power and exercised self-government under Mongol rule. This grant of autonomy allowed for efficient management of the vast empire and flexible governance, according to the characteristics of each region. A story of successors. After the death of Genghis Khan, the empire was divided by conflicts among his successors, competition for power and a lack of a unified vision for managing the empire's vast landholdings led to conflict. For example, there was a battle for the imperial throne in the generation of Genghis Khan's grandsons, particularly between Kubilai and Arakbuk. This split marked the beginning of the internal decline of the Mongol Empire, and had a profound impact on later history. After the split, each region of the Mongol Empire developed its own system of governance and culture. Because each region had different rulers, each region took its own direction and developed in diverse ways. In Central Asia, the Timurid Empire emerged, and in Iran, the Ilkhanate was established. These transitions demonstrated the extensive influence of the Mongol Empire, and created a unique historical legacy in each region. The Mongol Empire left a profound impact on the world that followed. The expansion of the empire brought about the exchange of different cultures, and the development of science, economics, and culture. The Mongol Silk Road facilitated commerce and cultural exchange between East and West, and even influenced Renaissance Europe. The history of the Mongol Empire illustrates the far-reaching impact, and the cultural and geopolitical legacy of the empire to this day. The surprising story of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan combined his unique blend of humor and strategy, with clever ploys to deceive his enemies and methods to boost the morale of his soldiers. His famous false retreat tactic was to catch the enemy off guard, before launching a hasty attack. He also used disinformation to confuse the enemy and deceive their spies, a ruse that had the soldiers laughing when he succeeded. It is also known that they encouraged morale-boosting entertainment activities such as singing and dancing, in camp and competitions during the dam festivals, and that these activities played an important role in relieving stress and strengthening unity for the soldiers. These stories demonstrate the tactical sophistication of Genghis Khan and the human side of his soldiers, highlighting his multifaceted leadership style. What did you think? This video explained Genghis Khan. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like this video. History Spectrum.